Hello. Today we are going to learn solving angle problems. And before going to the problem solving, let's have a look on few of the previous concepts we have learned so far. So, what we know initially, angles. Angles in a straight line are add up to 180 degree. Since we all learned this before, and we know another property of angles. Angles at a point are add up to 360 degree, and there are another property of angles. We learned this, that if there are two parallel lines and then there are corresponding angles, so these two are corresponding angles and corresponding angles are equal to each other. Then there is another property of angles. If two lines are intersecting with each other and where they intersect, so these two angles are called vertically opposite. Another property of angles we know, if there are two lines are parallel and there is a transversal on it, and then these two angles, they are alternative angle and they are equal to each other. Then there is another property we know about triangles, since triangle has a three angles in it and three sides of it. So in a triangles, the total sum of all the angles are add up to 180 degree. Then since we learn about interior angle and exterior angle, so interior angle and exterior angle, so here we can see what is A is interior angle of this triangle and B is also interior angle of this triangle. So if we add these two, so you can see this will be equal to this angle C, or else you can prove this, since if you know these two angles, so you can find this angle, and if you know this angle you can use the property we just learned here again. Angles in a straight line are add up to 180 degrees. So since here this is angle at a straight line, so 180 minus this angle will be giving you a C. Then since we all know quadrilateral is a four-sided figure, and if it's a four-sided figure, so that's mean it has a four angles. So these four angles in a quadrilaterals are always add up to 360 degree. So this was just a quick recap of what we learned before, and so far what we know about the angles and properties of the angles. Okay, let's go here and we can solve some questions here. For example, in this shape, so we can start from right over here. Since you know what we know, this angle 134, we know this angle is 90 degree. Since this is drawn here, so that means this is a 90 degree, and this is 72, so we can figure out what is the value of A. So just pause the video and think what is the value of A. So since we know this is angle at a point, it's a 360 degree. So if we are going to add all of them, 72 plus 134 plus 90 degree plus A, so they should be equal to 360 degree. So if these are equal to 360 degree, and then from here if we simplify this, so A would be equal to 64 degree. Okay, then from here we are able to find the value of A, which is 64 degree. Then other than this, how we can find the value of b if we target that value? So to find the value of b, what we know here, since we know two lines are intersecting with each other, so there are vertically opposite angles, so that means we can write this angle is 27 degree as well. So if this is 27 degree, and if we want to find the value of e, how much is angle e, so what we can do, again we know this is a straight line here. So if there is a straight line, angle at a straight line is how much? 180 degree. So 180 minus 27 will be giving us the value of this one, so which is 153 degree. And now further, if we solve for b, we already solved for b, and if we want to solve for this triangle, since we know this is 90 degree, this is 27, so how much must be this angle c? So since we all know this is a triangle, and in triangle the total angle is 180 degree, so 180 minus, so 180 minus 90 minus 27, this will be equal to 63 degree. So we solve for c also, and now who can write quickly the answer for this one? So this is 153. So since again these two lines are intersecting and they are vertically opposite to each other, so these angles are equal, so this is also 153. Now from here, if we further solve for this, so to find the value of f, what we need to do, since again there is a straight line, so angle at a straight line is 180 minus 108, so how much is this much? 72 degree. And again when we will solve this triangle, to solve for the value of, uh, g, so the value of g must be 81 degree. So in that way we solve the whole diagram here. Let's move on to next slide. Just I will recommend you to pause the video and solve the values for all of this first. Since what we know here, there is a straight line again, so 180 minus 108, this will be 72 degree, and these two lines are telling us this triangle is an isosceles triangle. So there are two sides are equal, so that's mean two angles are equal. So if this is 72, so this must be 72 as well. Now to find the g, what we will do, 180 minus 72 minus 72, so that's mean g is 36 degree. And now from here if we further solve, so since we know this is 72 degree and b is also 72 degree, since they are vertically opposite, and then from here if we want to solve for e, so 180 minus 72, so that means this angle is again 108 degree. And then now to solve for d, what we will do, since we know this is a straight line here, and in this straight line angle is 180, so 180 minus 78 minus 72, so that's mean this this angle is 30 degree. Now we can solve for c as well. So since this is 90, this is 72, so how much must be c? So 180 minus, again we can, since we know the triangle is angle in a triangle is add up to 180 degrees, 180 minus 90 minus 72, so which will give us 18 degree. And how much is the angle for A? Since you can see there is a straight line again, if this is a straight line, so angle A must be 90 degree as well.